Good morning, YouTube. It's Barry with BearIndependent.com. Today, we're going to talk about looking good versus being good. But first, we got to go feed some sheep and scratch our face. By the way, BearIndependent.com, forums. I can't meet people. Forums. Podcast. Bear, I love listening to you, but I'm a passive consumer. I don't have time to watch videos. Podcast. Hey, where can I get a t-shirt? Where can I get a sticker? How can I get a bear patch? BearIndependent.com. And I appreciate you very much for visiting. Let's go feed these sheep and talk about looking good versus being good. All right, looking good versus being good. What do I mean by that? Well, let me start with a little preamble. Bear Independent is on Instagram, and I'm following, I guess, not subbed, but following some people on Instagram. And I see a lot of stuff from people who live a prepper lifestyle, that for them, the idea is to quite literally buy a bunch of gear, and then that gear equates to preparedness. Now, we've talked about this repeatedly at this channel. Hey, not yours. Good job. Possession does not equate to proficiency. Just because you have the stuff doesn't mean that you can do the things with the stuff. You want to say hi to the people? You want to say hi? Say hi, Sam. Speak. Okay. Possession does not equate to proficiency. Not only that, there seems to be almost this glamorous preparedness lifestyle, this Gucci gear mentality that it's like, you know, you see guys, they'll lay their plate carrier out and their rifle next to it and their helmet with their nods on it. And I'm like, that stuff looks cool. None of it's dirty. It's not dirty. Has it been used lately? Not everybody. Some of y'all are getting after it, and I appreciate that. But some of these pics, I'm like, guys, if your axe looks brand new, I know you're not using it. I've swung an axe for the last 25 years. An axe looks brand new until you start using it, and then it looks like an axe. And so, to those that know, we can see, hey, this is posturing, or it's a lack of understanding on what preparedness actually is. And that's what I want to get to here. Looking good versus being good. This muddy pasture right here, there's 7 sheep. We'll just say that's roughly 300. It's more, but we'll just say it's 300 pounds of meat. There's 1,600 calories in a pound of sheep meat. So 1 pound would be 16. 10 pounds would be 16,000, right? So 100 pounds would be 160,000. So there's 480,000 calories of sheep meat right here, to say nothing of turkeys, chickens, goats over there, so forth, so on. There's 500,000 calories minimum walking around in this little half-acre pasture right now. It's practitionership. Now, this doesn't look beautiful, right? It's a muddy field. We got half of a round bale out here. I got turkeys turkeying in the background. Yeah, bet you didn't know you could do that with turkeys. See that sucker right there? Heritage breed. Why? Because heritage breeds can reproduce. Point being, it doesn't look glamorous. This is not the cover of Mother Earth News. Nobody's ever going to put this, nor should they probably, on the cover of a magazine, or as the photo on the landing page of their website, or the thing that's going to get you to click and buy now. But that's okay, because all that stuff is surface deep. Your preparedness should be more than surface deep. See, and I get to say this I give myself permission to say this because I grew up on land, but I also have lived in the suburbs, and I'm one of the only people that I know, and I know there are more of y'all, so I'm not saying that we're unique in this, but I'm one of the only people that I know that has ever engaged in suburban homesteading, producing as much food as we could possibly produce off of a third of an acre, and making that shift from consumerism, buying the things we need, to producing the things that we need, like 500,000 calories of meat on the hoof. Delicious meat, by the way. I always think of Oki when I think of cooking sheep. Bless you, brother. So my point being that it's a mindset shift from looking good on the surface level of your perfectly matched, tailored Gucci multicam war belt with the G-code holster and the taco mag pouch, and I use this high-speed gear blowout pouch because it has the little laser cut thing in it and you pull this thing out, and I saw this guy did a review of this thing, and it's, man, that's cool. It's cool if you know how to use it and if there's already a year's worth of food put up in your pantry. It says me. And so I would encourage you to not just look good, but be good. When I see somebody roll up with that rig, I want to see somebody who knows how to shoot, who shows me that I've worked my way up to this rig. I didn't drop $600 on a war belt without knowing how to use it. I didn't even have a war belt, but I learned pistol fundamentals and how to present the gun and how to blah, 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 and reload and mag change, and before I dropped 600 bucks as a band-aid on the fact that I can't shoot that well. And we see this all the time in preparedness, and it's dangerous because, again, people equate possession to proficiency, and I don't want that for you. I want you to go deeper. And again, I get to say this because I've been that guy at times in my life. I've been the guy who's like, I want to go ruck, but I live in Suburbalon and I don't want to get the cops called on me, so how do I go ruck? There's a reason I can answer that question honestly. Hey Bear, I want to ruck, but I live in the suburbs, what do? You put a pack cover on, you get a 4x4x8 pressure treated post, something similar to this, cut it in half, put sling studs on it, and carry that. It's about the same weight as a rifle. Go do it. Yeah, but people will think I'm weird. Doesn't matter. You know what happened in my neighborhood actually when I did that? People talked to me. And when people talked to me, they said, what are you doing? And my answer was exercise. And they're like, cool, why do you exercise this way? Now I've got a little bit of an in. Well, because I might have to carry this pack at some point. Then you just get a $20 pack cover, put it over. You can get an orange one that nobody thinks, oh, that guy's ultra tactical. Maybe you don't carry the 4x4, right? You just do one of these. Cool. Hey, why are you doing that? Oh, I might have to carry this pack one day. Why? Boom, now you got them, right? But it's being less concerned about looking good. Well, I don't want my neighbors to think that I'm the weirdo because I'm rucking through the neighborhood, than it is about being good, actually being able to carry your pack. And when you carry your pack, you find out, man, this strap rubs right here, and why is that? I mean, little things like, I got a brother turned me on to keeping a pen right here, and I've just been addicted to it ever since. It feels right? Unless you're wearing a plate carrier, and then you got your plates sitting right here driving this thing into your sternal plate. Not cool, right? Well, you don't know that until you do it. It's little things like, I love this plate carrier. It's the shooter cut and it's the this and that, but do you actually love it? Or every time you go to shoulder that rifle, the strap or whatever, there's an interference. And so now you can't actually get the rifle in the pocket, and you only know how to shoot the rifle from the pocket. And so your super ultra high speed Gucci multicam shooter's cut positively buoyant plate carrier is affecting your ability to get the job done. You see what I'm getting at here? And so this is a principle that I would ask you humbly to onboard in your life. Think about an Instagram model. She looks good. Let's go basic. Why does she look good? Because on some reptilian level, your brain's like, oh, breeding material. She'd make a good mom. Would she? Would she, or does she just look like she would? Does she look good, or is she actually good? And I'm not here to judge Instagram models. That's not what I do with my life. Praise the Most High. But think about it. On the surface, yeah, it looks like a good idea. I'm in. But deep down, where it matters, is it? Should that woman actually be the mother of your children? Should you even be looking at that woman as if she could be the mother of your children? That's something to think about. Or is it just another piece of eye candy? There's a reason in Numbers 15, verse 37, that the Father tells us to wear tzitzit tassels, so that you do not the whoring of your own eyes. We got an amen from the turkey. That whoring is more than people. You could be lusting after that $2,800 AR-10 7.62 NATO platform with the 20-inch barrel and the integrally suppressed blah, 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 and the 3-pound trigger. You are now into whoring and idolatry. It matters much less what equipment you have. It matters much more that you can run it. Preparedness is not simply stockpiling material goods. It's stockpiling material goods against potential chaos, coupled with training and skill set, heart set, mindset. Those are the 3 pillars. And so you're doing yourself a disservice if you're only focused on one pillar, the stuff. And the stuff only matters to the extent that you can use it. And so I just wanted to encourage y'all that looking good, regardless of what Garand Thumb might say, yeah, looking cool is important, but you know what's actually cool? A guy who knows how to use all the gear that he's wearing. A woman that actually knows how to can with all the canning stuff that she bought. Somebody who can walk out here and actually trim the hooves of these sheep. Right? Somebody that knows how to fix the carburetor on that tractor actually matters. Real life actually matters. And so I would just encourage you to go a little bit deeper on the things that actually matter. Don't just be concerned about looking good, be good. Shalom, y'all.